What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you come in and check out the content. With that being said, man, I want to react to a episode of Run It Back, and they were discussing should Giannis be traded, right? And I think the Knicks is one of the destinations that people are thinking that Giannis might be traded to, and I'm not sure like I think part of the problem is with Giannis is why the Bucks are not happy and why he's not happy with the Bucks is the Bucks, and I've been saying this for a while. The Bucks allow Giannis to basically manage their team. You know, I know you wanna keep your franchise ball player happy, but at some point you have to be able to tell that player no. So, and then when you tell that player no, then that allows the general managers and the coaches to do their job. The Bucks won this, they won the championship what back in 2021, I think it was 2021 they won the championship. After that they got rid of the head coach. What was his name? Mike Budenhauser, something like that. They got rid of Mike Budenhauser. Then they brought in the guy Griffin. Griffin didn't really, him and Giannis really wasn't hitting it off, and so they got rid of Griffin. Then they brought in Doc Rivers, what they have now. They also got rid of Drew Holiday and brought in what was Dame Lillard. They brought in Dame Lillard. Now, and also Giannis' brother is there, right? And so all of this stuff, I believe, in my opinion, was all of these moves was made in order to keep Giannis happy. And now that they're not winning, and Giannis is, he exhausted everything. Now, he wants out. Which I don't know, like what team, if he go to the Knicks, like how would he fit in with the Knicks? I don't think so, especially if him and the guy Brunson. I just don't think that is a good mix right there. Him and Brunson, that's almost like or pretty close to having Dame Lillard on your team, right? And that's why I said it's best for a team to just learn how to put the right pieces of you get the right general manager and the right coach and just let them do their job instead of allowing franchise ball players to make front office type decisions or go or backdoor the coach or backdoor different players and stuff like that. You gotta, you have to tell these guys no when they try to manage the team like that. So let me listen to what they had to say on running back about this situation. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give my input.
We know that the Bucks lost to the Wizards the other night. We talked about it. But after that, Giannis scrubbed. Oh, you love a good social media scrub. His account basically of most things Bucks related, minus a few NBA Cup posts and a couple of NBA ABA situations there. Chandler, I'm gonna start with you because I love a passive aggressive crash out.
I'm gonna start with you because you've definitely done this before.
Oh no, I never post pictures of the person in the first place, so I don't have to erase it later. No, 101.
All right, fine. I'm a victim of doing this. This is a classic scrubbing your ex from your life, from social media. You don't, although it's known, you don't really want the next one to see it or to be able to go back and scroll through. So is it petty? Yes. Is it something here? We don't know. But if it is something, it's not good. Like it's definitely not a good thing that he's going back and deleting it. And again, I think we're overanalyzing this, and now we're digging into someone's social media, which is weird. But this is what you do in 2025. But it's not good, and it's clearly a problem. Clearly, there's frustration. And look, there should be. There was somewhat expectations from this team for this team, and they're 9-13, and they're coming off a horrible loss against the Wizards, and now they're back home and have the Pistons tonight. It was the number 1 seed in the East, so I think it's not going to get easier for this team. There's going to all the trade rumors are going to continue to get louder for this guy because teams will line up at the door and throw the kitchen sink to get Giannis on their team. And they know right now is the time to pounce. Right now is the time that they are desperate. Right now they're having, front office meetings of, listen, do we completely rebuild? Is he going to ask for a trade? Is he going to force our hand? He's kind of done everything for this city and this franchise. So he kind of has them by the balls right now. And so this is just a bad situation where your star player and your all world everything is frustrating and scrubbing his social media. it's funny to say and petty, but it's definitely not a good thing that he did this.
I just think that like it makes him look like he's pouting, and it makes him look immature when he's, because they lose. I don't know, and this is right. This is just the new social media age, right? But they are going to get into like whether he should go to the Lakers or the Knicks, right? I don't think that he fits in with the Lakers or the Knicks. That's why I think the best thing for him as a franchise ball player is somebody with his, with his abilities. Just allow a team to build around. He should have allowed that and just stayed out of that lane. If he go with, just say he go and he played next to Luka. Luka is ball dominant. Luka is not the kind of point guard that's going to set the table for the everybody on the court. Luka is going to dribble that ball until the clock is almost out. And then he gonna pass it, like a hot potato. So Luka is ball dominant. Like I said, Brunson, ball dominant, needs a lot of shots. Drew Holiday was the best thing for this guy's career as a that was the best kind of point guard. He was a prototypical point guard of what Giannis would need. Brunson and Luka not going to be a good fit for this guy, Giannis.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I needed, him to scrub his Instagram for me to figure out he wants to be moved. I think it's just time. This isn't a great season. They didn't put a good roster around him. It's not really much to look forward to, moving forward. So I think it's time for a perfect breakup. I think it's a situation where, we're better off, alone in this situation, to where the Bucks moving forward will obviously start their rebuild, and they'll start moving into a fresh start. And the same thing will happen with Giannis with whatever his next move is. So I think it's best for both sides. I think it's just time. Giannis is a superstar player in this league. Every season.
It's just so hard to move a superstar player. Number one, the team that's going to get you going to have to give up a lot. That's number one. In most cases, they got to give up a lot. Then number two, if they have superstars there, then how can he fit in with those guys? Giannis can't really change his game because what his skill set, what he do is what makes him great. So it's hard.
Season is a championship or bust type season for him because his talent is that high, and he's that much of he has that much impact on games to where, like I said, they're competing for a championship every single season. So, that's not the situation here in Milwaukee, and I'm sure he's looking for his next to figure out where he can win another.
You know what, y'all? Let me play devil's advocate. What if he generally just scrubbed his Instagram and those posts happen to be part of the scrub? Like, all of us can agree that we've all deleted a bunch of stuff off our social media at some point, and
I'm never gone back and done any of that.
Caught up in it? No,
no.
Tripping. No,
tripping.
All right, well, I tried.
Hold on. But 2021, it went back. By the way, he went back to 2021.
Yeah, and he's not the dude. He's not the dude taking sleeping pills, getting lit, just doing this. This is a sober. This is a sober, premeditated move where he is scrubbing pictures of his current team. It's definitely not.
He's aware.
Yeah. No doubt.
But you know what? With that being said, outside of that, we haven't heard him have very much to say when it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks and what's going on. He's allowed the powers to be to deal with this behind the scenes. He's allowed his representation to speak directly with the representation of the team. And that's where these narratives are coming from. We know how the media works. From Giannis.
Yeah, I just think that Giannis needs to stay in Milwaukee. I can't think of a team in the NBA that he can go to, especially a team that's contending for a championship or has the opportunity. I can't see him think of all the high profile or all the franchise ball players in the league. Those guys don't need Giannis, and Giannis don't need them. Giannis needs a pure point guard, and he needs somebody around him. He needs defenders around him like they did when he was that year that they won that championship. Chris Middleton was another scorer that they had around him. Like I said, Holiday was the point guard who kept everybody involved. That as it was constructed, they need to duplicate that all over again. And I think the fact that success is fragile, and they tinkered with that and they messed it up. And that's why Giannis is in the position that he's in now. But I guarantee you, if Giannis go wherever Giannis go at, he you know, and I don't know how long he's been in the league, but and he'll just be like Kevin Durant. You know, he'll go somewhere. They won't have the full complement of pieces around him, you know, like he need to be successful, and that'll be it. You know, he should have. That's why franchise ball players, and back in the 80s and the 90s, they didn't move. They didn't move. Larry Bird stayed in Boston. Isaiah stayed in Detroit. Magic stayed in LA. Kobe stayed in LA. Most of the time, franchise ball players don't move, you know. But it is what it is. I'm curious to see where he go at and what they, you know, like how he's going to fit in somewhere and how what's going to be the makeup of the team. So that's my take on it. With that being said, man, y'all make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.